Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this driver career mode on Formula 1 2020. As you can see, we are putting some upgrades on the car. This is the Spanish Grand Prix. We did the Chinese last time out, which was an eventful one. But as you can see, one of our upgrades fails, so we have to repurchase it. But it's coming after next race, which I don't really want, but it is what it is. But as you can see, I'm just checking how much I can buy it, and I'm short on that one. It's 650. I'm at 625. I don't really care about the reliability. I'm alright with that. But saying that, Vettel has retired twice with what seems to be engine issues, but we'll see. But as you can see, speaking of engine issues, I go and check, and I just change one over, just to be on the safe side. But as if you don't know, I do skip, I do simulate the practice sessions because I can't be bothered with them. But as you can see, it's going to be a dry weekend, unlike China when it was raining in qualifying, which messed us up. But as you can see here, looking at what upgrade I want to do, engine I don't really want to do because I'm kind of good. It's the chassis and aerodynamics that I need to focus on mainly. But as you can see, I just go all out and buy a major upgrade, and that'll bump us up ahead of Alfa Romeo in the chassis department. But yeah, let's go into qualifying. Skip ahead a little bit, let people go out and do their timed runs so I can understand where I'm going to be. But with this lap, just enjoy it. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but if you look in the bottom right, you can see that there's minimal wear on our engine that we didn't notice. But I noticed it when I go back into the pits. But in my defence, that wasn't my best lap. I could have done an even better one. But it puts us, but I think P14 and Magnussen P18. So hopefully we can stay into Q2. But as you can see, it's not only the engine, it's the turbocharger as well. So I thought, I don't want to go into this race with them when I could put fresh ones in. But as you can see, they're going to take up round about 30 minutes, and I've only got 6 minutes left to Q1. So it's not ideal to do, but I just do it anyway. But you can see Magnussen gets P14 and we get P16. So we are knocked out by Giovinazzi and Magnussen. Kvyat also didn't make it either. What a shame. But it is what it is. I'd rather have a fresh engine for the race. But as you can see, it's going to be sunny throughout, so that's good. I was checking if they changed it, but they didn't, so I was kind of worried if it were going to change for the race and if I was going to get a penalty. but I don't think I did get a penalty, and I think they did change. Right, it's going to be a 17 lap race, a one stop. We're going to go from the mediums to the softs, which should be good for us in the late stage, but let's see what we can do. Hopefully, the safety car can help us out. But it's 3, 4, 5. Lights out, and away we go. I get a decent start. Giovinazzi bogs down a little bit. I get ARS and rich mixture up. Try and get into the slipstream of Magnussen, but it doesn't seem to work. I lose out on Giovinazzi, but I dive it up the inside. Pretty much train the whole way around the corner. Try and stick it around the outside, but I'm on medium, so it's not really going to happen. Going through the right-hander now. Just checking me corners, make sure I don't get dive bombed or anything, but as soon as I say that, Kvyat dives it up the inside. I try and go around the outside of Giovinazzi, but it doesn't stick. But Kvyat serves, so I just dive it up the inside of Giovinazzi, so that's a good position. Start was pretty decent. I'm happy that I didn't lose any that I could, because I wore mediums around soft people, so that's good. We gained one. But as you can see from the start, I get a good launch. Kvyat kind of gets the same as Giovinazzi, but he starts to pull back. For some reason here, I start to lose top speed. As you can see there, I start to drop back. But like I said, it's like a train through turn 1 and turn 2, as you can see. But that curb there, that Kvyat's mountain, I use that a lot throughout the race. But it's one of them curves that can spin you out. But as you can see, a lot of scuffling around with racing points and stuff like that. I go around the outside of Giovinazzi, doesn't work. Kvyat gets you up the inside, so I just dive it up the inside of Giovinazzi, and that's an easy position done. Now with these mediums, hopefully I could take them really far, but as you can see, Kvyat and Giovinazzi are squabbling for position, but they stick to the track and retain their own positions. But as you can see here, I dive up the inside of not only Magnussen but Gasly as well. As you know, thought the opportunity were there. I'm on mediums, hopefully I could do something. And Magnussen also gets Gasly, so this is a first lap galore for me and Magnussen. What a start for both of us. Haas must be excited, but coming down, Magnussen has DRS. I thought, you know what, he's on softs. I'm just not gonna fight it, but as you can see, he goes up the inside. I try and go around the outside, try and stick it. But I don't know if you saw there, I clipped his tyre. And I get a lot of dirty air there, and it brings Gasly up. And I'm on the outside, and he's on the inside. So I try and stick it around the outside, which I easily do. But with these mediums, I'm not going to compare to the softs, because they're just a much faster tyre. But I squeeze him out on the corner, and that's position retained. But like I said, I don't know if you saw, but I did clip Magnussen's tyre, with my right front end plate. So as you can see, I do have front wing damage. So all this time with me struggling around the corners, thinking that my tyres have gone off. But as you can see, I'll mount the curb a little bit too much and it sends me into a half spin. I catch it, but I lose 2 positions to Gasly and Giovinazzi. I try and stick with Giovinazzi and try and get the position back. He goes defensive. I go round the outside, try anyway, but he kind of gets the power down very early and beats me on traction. But again, this is a problem for me now. But as you can see, I do it again. Mount the curve too much, out in the gravel trap, and Kvyat gets up the inside. I'm kind of desperate for this one though, so I dive it back up the inside in the chicane. I pretty much have my corner, and he still sticks it up the inside. He has damage to his front wing, I guess. You can see his end plate there. He goes into the pits. Raikkonen's on our ass. He has a DRS. There's no point fighting, but I go defensive anyway. He gets the positions pretty done. A little bit shaky there by Raikkonen, which was scary. I thought he was going to spin out, but luckily he didn't. But with that corner, it catches me out, but it's a risk that I have always got to take. But as you can see, coming to the pits, we're up to P7, but obviously we're going to lose those positions now. And as you can see on the minimap, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Gasly, they're all coming through the chicane now, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to... They're going to jump us by a massive amount, but we've also got to change our front wing, remember, since we had the damage. I'm guessing it was from Magnussen. But I was looking through the replays and that was the only point that I could actually see where I'd actually touched him. But the only point that could save us is a safety car. And speaking of safety car, Charles Leclerc is retiring from this Grand Prix. Another Ferrari with an engine failure. This is scary for us knowing that we have a Ferrari engine. But Ferraris they're not having a good start to the season so far. But as you can see, we'd catch up to the back of the pack, trying not to use much of our tyre catching up since we had a lot of catching up. But we're on the softs, everyone else is on mediums, except from both the Alfa Romeos. They're on hards for some reason, which is bizarre because it's not that much of a distance to the end of the race, so I'm pretty sure they can make it on the mediums. But going down the main straight, we have ERS and rich mixture enabled. Everyone else has it as well, so I'm not going to be gaining anywhere on the straight. So it's all out the corner. So we've got pretty much a big advantage here. We've got a new front wing, which will be pretty normal, but for me, it's a new front wing and new soft tyres, and we're using these to our advantage, braking late, getting traction down early. But as you can see, Kvyat gets a poor run. We dive it up the inside, and that is P17 for the taking. But now we've cut onto the back straight with Raikkonen. We dive it up the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, who's on the hard tyres for some reason. Both the Alfa Romeos are, which I think is just bizarre. But it was easy pickings. Now it's time for George Russell. But as you can see, going through that little chicane, we're up his gearbox. We're going on the right-hander really quickly. Could have touched him there, but I didn't, so I had to watch it. But I'm weaving about, dive up the inside. He leaves the space. Thank you, George Russell. But wait, is he going to come back? Can he get through? No, he can't. We stick it around the outside with the new soft tyres, and that is P16, I'm pretty sure. P15. But as you can see, onto the second to last lap, chasing Giovinazzi for P14. Magnussen's held P13, which is a good, valiant effort from him. And as you can see, we're coming around the final corner. We've got to have DRS onto the final lap. We have ERS and rich mixture enabled. This should be easy pickings, knowing that he's on the hard tyre, so we could just go round the outside. Which we do. We dummy to the inside, we go around the outside, and that is easy. But here, he could have easily gave me a puncture there. I'm pretty sure that I did feel a little bit of a tap, but nothing major. But come around the final corner, it's a safety car that saved our race, but Haas has come back in P13 and P14. P13 and P14 for both the Hasses, which is pretty good. Both game positions. So pretty good race for both of us, and I hope the team's very happy. But again, it's not points. But as you can see in the standings, no places gained or lost. We're still P8 in the constructors. We could possibly fight with Renault, but I'd say that they're not on our level. It's us and the Alpha Tauris. But enjoy the highlights of the race. I'm beating my own expectations here, love. So I'm pretty sure everybody should be happy. Well, Magnussen's been with his team for a while now, so he knows the team in and out. So I'm pretty sure he should be quicker than me. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Next episode will be out soon. But if you could please like and subscribe and share, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, peace.